Hello everyone, my name is Joni and welcome to Love Qualified, a ministry that is dedicated to encouraging others to experience the sovereign love of the one true God who has qualified us to be his beloved ones. Here on this channel we talk about faith, entrepreneurship and lifestyle. I am the author of the 30-day poetry devotional called Outpourings of Beloved Heart, and my two contemporary Christian romance novels are called The One Who Knows Me and The One Who Loves Me. Book 3 in that series is going to be coming out on the 6th of June 2023 and it's called The One Who Sees Me. So because we are only, February 27th, February, March, April, May, June. Oh my gosh, we are less than 4 months away from the publication of The One Who Sees Me, which is crazy because I remember when I first finished the first draft of this in July 2022 and we are so close to publishing it and it's so close for you guys reading it and I'm so excited. In today's video I'm going to be talking you through, because I have lots of updates. I haven't done an update video in a while, so I have lots of updates. So sorry if this video is a bit all over the place. I just need to put my thoughts together because there's quite a few things I need to update you guys about. But the very first thing I wanted to just share with you is my experience with getting my developmental edits feedback from my editor. So in the last writing vlog video, which I'm going to leave the link to here, I can't remember, I explained to you guys that I had finished doing my incorporating the beta reader edits, so the edits that I had come up with after sending the manuscript to my beta readers, and I was able to meet my deadline of sending it to my editor on the 7th of January, and I was so pleased with myself. Thank God for that. And she read it in 3 weeks. I sent it to her on the 7th of January and she sent me the edit letter on the 26th of January, so she was quite quick. I don't know how many days is that. Calculate how many days that is. So she's usually quite quick. She usually takes about 3 weeks or so to read through, and then she sent me a really detailed letter. One thing I love about her letters is that she divides it. So I asked her when I sent her the letter, the manuscript, I said, this is what my beta readers said. My beta readers had mentioned about the stuff about the romance. They'd mentioned stuff about the third act being too quick and the pacing in the third act. They'd mentioned stuff about the character motivations not being as strong. So I asked her, I said, please, I've tried to incorporate these, but when you read it, can you specifically look out for these things and let me know if there's something else that I could be doing or I could strengthen the plot of the story. And as usual, I love my editor. She's so amazing and she is so encouraging. So she separated the feedback into plot development, presentation, audience, theme, character development, structure and style, world building, and her overall thoughts. So in terms of plot development, she recommended that I put a little more detail about Heather and what she does, about her job and how she was sort of settling in. I think in the first few chapters, you guys know from the blurb, which I'm going to leave down below, that she starts a marketing internship. So she leaves her business fails and then she goes back to New Jersey to start up a marketing internship. So my editor was suggesting that if I put a little bit more detail about her job and how she's settling in, rather than just being told, because there's a particular plot point that happens in chapter 14 and she said it would be good for the readers to have an idea of how she's settling in rather than just being told that she has settled in. So I had to add a new chapter before chapter 14 to show how she was developing relationships with her colleagues and just to give a bit more description about the office space and what it looked like, just to build the world a little bit more in the reader's mind, which I thought was a really smart idea and a really good idea. And after adding it, I know that it really added a bit of pizzazz to that part of the story. So that was really good. And apart from that, she said that the plot development was solid, the pacing is excellent in the first part of the book, and it keeps the readers interested and engaged throughout the book. So she said it was very nicely done. In terms of presentation and audience, she said that this book fits in with the series and the whole theme of the series, and she said that it was really fun to see snippets of Tiana and Amara in their growing relationships as well. So yeah, if you guys don't know, the first book follows Tiana. These are a group of 3 friends. The first book follows Tiana and Jaden, second book follows Amara and Raymond, and the third book is now Heather and Emmanuel. So she said that it was really good in terms of the audience. In terms of the theme, she nailed down the 3 solid themes in this book, which is healing, forgiveness, and accepting God's call for your life, even in the face of opposition. Like, I could not have said it better. Like, she's really helping me to know exactly how, like, I know what the themes were, but to actually like say it out loud can be difficult sometimes. So she really helped me to like nail down the 3 solid themes: healing, forgiveness, accepting God's call for your life in the face of, even in the face of opposition. And she said that they were represented smoothly throughout the book without being blatant or too sparse, and they have all super important messages for people to consider, which is amazing. Now, when it comes to character development, now this is where I had to do a bit of work as well. She mentioned that Emmanuel's character arc was brilliant. I didn't need to change anything, which was great, because I was worrying about Emmanuel's character arc, whether or not, you know, it showed that he had some growth. Because if you guys watched the video where I was reading through my beta reader feedback, I did mention in that video that one of my beta readers mentioned at the end of the book that she didn't really like Emmanuel because of his weaknesses, which he started at the beginning of the book. But then I thought that by the end of the book he had grown and he had learned something about that and how to deal with that weakness. So my editor thought that, you know, his character arc was fine. I think it's fine as well. So I was happy to see that she thought that it was okay. I needed to do more work though in terms of Heather's character arc, especially in the 3rd act. Now, the 3rd act is, like I said, my beta reader said that they thought the 3rd act was a little bit fast. So I did add a few scenes. I added 1 chapter when I did my beta reader feedback or edits, but my editor suggested something else, another plot points that I could put into the 3rd act, a resolution point, not introducing a new plot point, but to further resolve something. And I thought it was brilliant. So what I did was I added another chapter as well in the 3rd act, which I think is brilliant. I think that it really helps cement Heather's arc quite nicely, and so I was very grateful for that. So she really gave me some instances of like where to put in, and she gave me some ideas like how to incorporate this that she was talking about. And that's one thing that I love my editor, like she'll mention things and then she'll give me some ideas, and I was able to write that in. So that was it didn't take me long actually to write this, which is great. So I wrote 2 new chapters, and then that was it. And then in terms of structure and style, she said the book matches the rest of the series in consideration to its structure and style, so no worries here. And then in terms of world building, again, she mentioned about the previous thing she mentioned about like describing a bit more about Heather's workplace and helping readers to grasp out where she's working, what the building's like, what the office space is like. So I had to go back and describe the office a bit more and how Heather sort of like relates to it, which is quite great. And then she said her overall thoughts is as always, excellent work here. I was excited to read Heather's story after meeting her in Tiana's book, and I'm sure your readers will love it as much as I did. I think you're pretty much good to go with it, aside from a couple of tweaks mentioned above. Very nicely done. So yeah, those are the edits, the developmental edits I got from my editor. Like I said, I love working with her. This is the 3rd book I've worked with her now, and she's been amazing. Thank you so much, Michaela. Her name is Michaela Bush. If you're looking for affordable editing services, she offers developmental edits, line edits, copy edits, proofreads. So yeah, I was able to finish that. I think my deadline was the 28th of February, so by the end of this month. But I was able to finish and send it to her on the 20th of February. I sent the manuscript back to her, and she started the copy edits already. So at the moment, I think today she got up to chapter 18 of the copy edit. So I love, my favorite part of the editing process is copy edits and proofreads, because I don't really have to do very much. All I need to do is just sit back, accept and reject her comments. I don't need to do any heavy lifting or any work. Like, she does everything, because she's the one that knows about like grammatical errors and looking out for all those nitty-gritty things which I've missed out. So I just sit there and just like accept or reject, you know, tweak a few things here and there. So I am loving this part of the editing process, because the bulk of the work is done, which is why I'm starting to get excited now about this book, because I can see that we are nearing the end. After this, when she gets to the end, she's going to go back one last time, and then we'll do the proofreads. and then that will be it. And then after that, I'm going to put it into vellum and format it. But at the moment, while she's working on proofread, copy edits and proofreads, I want to go back and work on the front matter and back matter of the book. So I have started writing the author's note. You guys know that in my first 2 novels, I have like the author's note written there, and I'm really like, I really love, you know, diving deep into my thought process for writing the story and what God was teaching me through the writing process, and I want readers to encourage readers a little bit more. So I've been writing that. Obviously the blurb is done, as you guys can see in the description. And I just need to finalize a few things like the name pronunciation guide, and which I did in the last book, in The One Who Loves Me, which was great, and also the glossary at the end of the book, because there's a few non-English words in this book as well as the second book. So I'm going to do a glossary as well, which I always enjoy doing because I love cultural stuff. It just helps spice the book up a little bit. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm going to probably do another vlog where I show you guys how I'm finishing the edits and also proofreading and formatting the book, so you guys can see my process of using vellum, you know, and things like that. So yeah, so that's basically it in terms of like reading through my beta reader feedback and my editor's feedback and incorporating those. Before I go, I just want to give you guys a few publishing and, well, in terms of publishing updates, you guys know where I'm at, but in terms of business updates or author business updates, the first thing is that we officially passed over 1,000 books sold on Amazon. You guys know that I publish on Amazon, Draft to Digital, BAM Books, Okada Books, Barnes & Noble. So this is mainly on Amazon only. We surpassed like over 1,000 books, I think, last month in January. And 78 of these books were free books, so free books of my devotional, which I made it free in September 2021 when The One Who Knows Me released. But the rest of the books are paid books, like paid units, and it's over 1,000 copies, and that's really amazing. When I saw that a few weeks ago, I was like, I cannot believe that over 1,000 people for sure have my books out there, and it's just amazing to see. I'm so grateful to God. And then another milestone that we reached is that The One Who Knows Me reached 100 reviews on Goodreads. At the moment, we are on 107 reviews, 107 ratings on 47 reviews. And The One Who Loves Me has 41 ratings at the moment and 22 reviews, which is amazing and which is great. 10 people have added The One Who Sees Me so far on Goodreads, and I think about 6 people have signed to join the launch team or the ARC team. So I'm gonna have to push that a little bit more, because I'm only sharing that with my newsletter subscribers and I'm not sharing on social media, so we'll see how that goes. The other thing is also what the reviews are like on the different Amazon sites. So on Amazon.com, at the moment, The One Who Knows Me is on 57 ratings and The One Who Loves Me is at 35 ratings. On Amazon UK, The One Who Knows Me is on 48 ratings, so 2 until we get to 50, and The One Who Loves Me is on 35 ratings as well, which is amazing. So I love seeing those numbers. It's always amazing. And then just to end off this video, I just wanted to share an email that somebody sent to me, one of my readers sent to me. I think that as Christian entrepreneurs, things can be really difficult sometimes, especially when we reach blocks and we lack the motivation to do things. It's always good to go back to our why, and our why is that why we write, why we do the things that we do. And for me, my why is to give God glory, to help others, to encourage others. So the Love Qualified is all about encouraging others to experience the sovereign love of the one true God who has qualified us to be his beloved one. That is the purpose of the ministry. That is the reason why I write. And like I said, Joan and Bola, the books that I write are, books with diverse characters whose hopeful stories point others to the love and goodness of God. And I received an email from somebody yesterday, which I'm yet to reply to, but I've been reading the email and it's just literally made me so honored to be a partner with God, working on this and encouraging other people. I'm not going to read the whole email because I haven't gotten the person's permission to share the email, but the gist of the story is that they were very thankful because they'd been struggling with their faith and they'd been looking up sort of like books to help them, to read and stay encouraged. They found my book on TikTok, and they've read both books, and they found that they were really able to understand. The books really helped them to understand God a bit more and to help encourage them to build their relationship with God. And they're looking forward to the next book. And this really put things into perspective for me. And because I'd been discouraged sometimes this month, looking at book sales and looking at this, looking at that. And when I read emails like this, and I read comments on my social media pages, or when people DM me on Instagram or send me emails, it just puts things into perspective. This is all about God, and as long as He's glorified, I am satisfied. I am super, super grateful, like I said, first and foremost, that God can use me as a vessel. I'm only a vessel to help others and encourage others in their walk with God, and for them to experience God's love. That is the most amazing thing that anyone could ever offer me as a gift. And I just thought I would share that, just to encourage all you Christian entrepreneurs out there, Christian writers, Christian authors, that as long God is being glorified, God is using our writing for His glory. So don't stop writing. So yeah, that's me. That's all the updates I'm giving you guys today. Let me know how you're doing, how you're doing in your writing journey. What are you working on? How's your author business going? If you want to share, all those details are down below. Follow me on my socials. I'll leave all the links down below. Pre-order The One Who Sees Me. We have 5 pre-orders at the moment on Amazon only, Amazon ebook. I haven't opened pre-orders yet on Draft to Digital, so that's probably why it's coming a bit slow. But go and pre-order The One Who Sees Me. It's just going to be coming out on the 6th of January 2023. So 6th of June 2023. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and God bless you. Mwah. Bye.